Boise Hill Kids to MH Kids News. I'm back at it again in my dining room.
Hey, that is not your dining room, that is mine.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm in my mom's dining room. And speaking of moms, I hope you guys have celebrated them this weekend during Mother's Day and got to spend a lot of quality time together. Luckily, you could do the challenge together, and we're super excited to see what you've been up to. So let's go ahead and get into it, and let's get into some news. This week's Families Challenge was to grab some popcorn, a blanket, and a spot on the floor and watch a movie. This kind of had me thinking of the best movies ever, and ones with action and humor and suspense. And I was thinking about what my top 5 favorite movies are. So I want to share that with y'all. Here are my top 5 favorite movies. Number 5, Moana.
Where's Hey Hey?
Moana?
Number 4, Frozen.
I love the part when she loses her slipper and her pumpkin turns into a donkey.
Number 3, Toy Story.
I know you can move. I know you're real.
Number 2, Incredibles.
I've always wanted to be a superhero. That'd be cool.
Number 1, Lion King. And that's my top 5.
Wow, those are some great movies. Let's see what you guys have been up to. That's awesome. Well, hey, let's go check on Super Soaker for this week's segment of MH Kids Adventures. Super Soaker here for this week's MH Kids Adventures. I caught up with a friend Carmen. Let's see what she's been up to this week.
Hey guys, my name is Miss Carmen, and I'm so excited to hang out with y'all for a few minutes today and just kind of tell you what's been going on in my life. Super Soaker asked me, what have I been doing since I've been staying at home? Well, I'll tell you, a lot of this, laundry, oh, and this, cleaning. Don't forget, all of the baking. All of those are great things, but they've been taking up a lot of my time. And when I get a few minutes alone, you want to know what I do? I eat goldfish. Lots and lots of goldfish. Every time I eat the goldfish, it makes me think about y'all and the time that we get to spend together at MH Kids. As we sit around the table, eat our snack, talk about what God has been doing in our life, and I miss it so much. And I can't wait for us to be back together. Another thing that I've been thinking about the last couple of weeks is our verse. Our key passage talks about how Jesus must increase, but that means that we have to decrease. What does that look like? How does that look in my life? What might it look like in your life? Well, one of the ways that I know that it looks like in my life is by doing all those things that I mentioned. The laundry, the dishes, the cooking breakfast and lunch and dinner for my 4 kids. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but I'm reminded that I'm showing grace and love to those that live with me and that those are in my neighborhood and those that are around me because I have been shown so much grace and so much mercy. And by me showing love to others, I'm able to show them what it looks like to love like Jesus loved. And that's what we've been called to do. So what does that look like for y'all? I don't know, maybe clean your room without being asked. As a mom, I would love that. Or maybe help your mom with dinner, or help your family in the yard. Or maybe a way that you could do this is by serving your community and loving them. But we're all supposed to be staying home. So what does that look like right now? Well, one way you could do that is make goodie baskets for your neighbors and write cards and tell them that you miss them and you can't wait till you guys can be back together. Or you could do like my family did, and we made goodie baskets for our local grocery store and made cards and told them thank you. And of course, I had to take one to my local Starbucks because I really do miss them, because I love my coffee. But those were simple ways that we can show the love of Jesus, and we can show them that we still love them even in this hard time. Just this week in our story, we learned about how Jesus called his disciples. Jesus didn't need his disciples to further his ministry because we know that we've learned that he was all God and all man. So he didn't really need them to help, but he chose them because he wanted them to partner with him. He wanted them to be a part of his life. And then once Jesus went back to heaven, his disciples were the ones that spread the good news. Guys, we have that challenge. We are here and we can spread the good news of Jesus. We can share what the disciples shared, was that Jesus had come and lived a perfect life and died for us and rose again so that we could know him. So this week, I want you to think about something. I want you to think how you can decrease so that Jesus could increase. Is it simply by loving your neighbors and making them a goodie bag? Is it by sharing with your fire department or your grocery store that you love and appreciate them? Maybe it's sharing with your brothers and sisters or your parents what it means for Jesus to live inside of you and how Jesus has changed you and how you can show grace to them. And by doing that, we are decreasing and allowing Jesus to increase. We're giving him the glory that he deserves by serving others. That's my challenge for you this week. I can't wait to hear about how you've done that and how you've changed your neighborhood and your communities and your families by sharing the love of Jesus. I miss y'all so much and can't wait to be back together. Thanks again, Super Soaker, for allowing me to be here. Back to you.
Thanks, Carmen. I'm going to go find a hero that I can serve today. This has been Super Soaker for your MH Kids Adventures. Like our hero said, we want to challenge you this week to serve the people around you. Do something nice for your family, your friends, neighbors, or maybe it's your brothers and sisters or someone that you know. Find out and ask them, how can you serve them today? Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Families, don't forget to show us your experience on any of our social media platforms by liking, commenting, and sharing our content. Be sure to hashtag MHKids. And if you're not part of any of our social media pages, you can find us on Instagram at MercyHill_kids and join our Mercy Hill Kids Facebook page. Also, for other resources, check out our YouTube, where you can find different series like our Shaping Arrow series and our Storytime videos that get posted every single week to this page. Well, this has been a great time that I've had with you guys. Thank you for coming and joining me for MH Kids News. You guys have a great day.